Hello. Today we learned about the second part of the TOEFL speaking exam. In the second part, you need to first use about 45 seconds to read a passage, and then hear a listening, which is about of 1 minute. It's longer than 1 minute, but shorter than 2 minutes, I think. And then you have 1 minute to answer to summarize the key points from both the passage and the listening. I think this is very similar to the comprehensive writing. In the writing, you also have need to in that writing you need 3 minutes to listen to the to read the passage, and you also need to listen to a speech from a professor, and the opinion of the professor is always against the opinion of the article, and then you need to write essay, which contains more than 350 words to summarize the points of both the article and the listening. You have to summarize, and you do need to have your own opinion, which is independent, which is different from the independent writing. And for this listening, it is also the same. And you only need to summarize the points, the opinions from both the text, from both the passage and the listening, and you do need to add your own opinion, which is different from the independent task of speaking. And when reading the passage, you only have 45 minutes, and what we need to pay attention to is that we cannot see the passage when speaking, so we need to write down some keywords of the reading passage. So we need to usually there are some kinds of structures of the reading passage. The first one is relatively easy. The first one is that the first sentence says that the school wants to do something or something. Hey, I have to mention first that in today's class we only talk about the themes of things in the school, and another part is some academic speeches. We will talk about it later. Today we only talk about the things happening in the school, the daily school life, like these parts. So in this theme, the first sentence is that the students, the school want to have a new policy to do something like this, and it usually have two reasons. It mentions two reasons why it is good, and that is so you need to write down what the school is going to do, and the keywords of the two reasons. And there are always, sometimes we can see another structure. It's not so organized. It will have a policy, and it will say maybe one benefit, and then what the benefits will result in, like this, in this structure. And you need 15 when speaking. You have 1 minute to speak, and usually we spend 15 seconds on the reading part and 45 seconds for the listening part. So in the 15 seconds, you can have use the following structure, like this. The university plans to do something because A and B, like this, or maybe the letter suggests that something because A and B. This is a very common structure. You can use this. Yes, and then we come to the listening part. In listening part, you need to firstly record you need to recognize that the main speaker is the male or the female. There are usually two speakers, one is male and the other is female, and usually one is the main character, the main speaker, and the other is just helps the main speaker to express his opinion. He or she want or you just ask some questions, etc. So you need to specify which is the main speaker and whether the main speaker support or disagree with the opinion presented in the passage. That is the first thing you need to do, and the second thing is to write the reasons why he or she supports or disagrees with the two reasons. So you can write down two reasons. And the third thing is to add the details. Maybe that may be some examples or the way how he or she illustrates his opinions or her opinions, etc. You write down this. The more detailed you have written down, the more detailed you speak, the higher score you will have. And for the listening part, we also have a very common structure. First of all, you need to say about your attitude. For example, the man in the conversation agrees with the proposal that etc. And then you use five seconds to say attitude, and you use 20 seconds to say your first reason. And to begin with, etc. And also use 20 seconds to say your second reason. In addition, etc. Like this. So you just need to pay much attention to it. And here I can give you a complete example of the answer. I just say again about my homework. My homework, the problem is that the department it is a real it's a problem in the TPO. And the problem is that the computer department wants to offer evening classes because the morning classes are very crowded. And how do you think of it? And the main speaker thinks that it cannot solve the problem. And here is my answer. The computer department plans to offer evening classes to respond to students' complaints and to ensure that everyone can get access to a computer at class. However, the man of the conversation disagrees with the plan. To begin with, students are always busy at night. They have jobs, families, clubs, and other activities. So they are very busy every night, so they don't have time to attend class at night. In addition, it is very expensive to hire new teachers and keep the buildings open at night. If the school wants to solve the problem, they can buy more computers because the price of the computers are much lower, and the computer room is big enough to hold to contain the new computers. Yes. So is today's class. Thank you for watching.